Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to be doing my March 2022 bullet journal theme. It's going to be polka dots. So first we're going to grab some black paper, cut a bunch of circles out of it. It's from my Archer and Olive Neapolitan notebook. Then we're grabbing the Tombow dual-sided tape that I usually use, and we're going to paste some polka dots in a random configuration. So this is me just figuring out where I want them to go. Some of these were cut out from the shape of a candle. Some of them were cut out with a hole punch. Some of them were cut out with a ruler that I have. I'm also going to add in some lime, kind of a lime green, maybe like electric yellowish type pen. It's definitely a greener color, but it's coming out more yellow on screen, but if you put it next to a yellow, it definitely looks more green, but whatever. It's a pretty minimal setup, color-wise especially, and it was pretty easy to do because these leaf doodles, I mean, I was not perfect about them, and that's totally fine, and I just drew like little vines and little leaves off of those vines. It was pretty easy to do. And pretty fast. It actually took more time cutting out all of the circles, which is why I did that the night before I did this setup. Yeah, but just make sure you have a lot of circles in different shapes all prepped and ready to go. And then extra too, because I'm gonna need them like for the month as well. So now I'm taking one specific size of the circles, and I'm going to use those to make the tabs for this month, which looks pretty cute if I do say so myself, and it just adds to the design. And I like that each one of my tab sections looks different when you turn the notebook to the side. It looks really cute. I'm really happy with how that's coming out, and I might do it for the rest of my life. So I'm just cutting up the side and then trimming around the circle, and through the magic of editing, boom, they're all done. Now I'm just going to label them as to what the pages are. So the first one is the cover page, letting me know that this is March. The next tab is my calendar. The one after that, I had to double check and make sure I was doing the right one, but this is my media tracker. The next one are my monthly trackers, and the one after that are the weeks. So the 1st to the 5th, 6th to the 12th, 13th through the 19th, 20th to the 26th, and 27th to the 31st. And those are all of my tabs for the whole month. Checking to make sure it's dry. Moving on to the next page. This is my 2-page calendar spread. I'm going to skip through, well, I'm going to speed up these line drawing for you. You've seen us do it. Us being bullet journalers do it a million times. You've probably done it a million times yourself if you're bullet journaling. If you're just watching these for fun, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching either way, really is what I'm trying to say. So we're just doing a regular black outline with my size 10 Fineliner. At the top of the calendar, I'm alternating a bigger size and a smaller size, just, you know, for fun, just as I alternate all of the different sizes down at the bottom. But the ones at the top, I'm going to put the days of the week in. I thought about making the entire calendar black circles, but then writing in them would be hard for the month, and I try not to make things too difficult on myself. I try. I want to just be able to write in it with pencil or pen for the month and not have to take out my paint pens all the time and then wait for them to dry, and it's just a thing. So the next thing I'm doing is adding in some more of the same designs from the front of the page. Just some vines, some leaves. I start adding in these cute little, like, I don't even know what to call them. It's just like a little line with like a little circle. I don't know, buds, I guess. I guess they're more so buds, and then the other things are leaves. And just really adding in some fun shapes and movement to it, and I'm gonna do that all over the place. And actually, the first page I was very careful with what I was doing, but as I continued, I started doing more and more, like just really doing the most. And I even at the end go back to the first page and add more doodles on. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I even add some doodles in on the circles for the days of the week. And I really like the way that it came out. And I don't, stray and do any other colors. I had forgotten to find a marker that matched, though, to do some highlighting with, but you'll see when you go to my Instagram, because I took pictures afterwards, I did find a marker, and it was just a Crayola Super Tip. So there is a Crayola Super Tip that's a very similar to color to this. Alright, as always, check to see if it's dry, and then I moved on to the next page. The next page is my usual current TV shows, which keep changing because we're in the part of the year where things like go on a break and they come back randomly. Like, why Bob's Burgers had like one episode in December, one episode in January, still hasn't come back, I don't know. So it just sits there. So I started filling it out in pencil, like the actual TV shows and the times and stuff, because I just can't even keep up with what's happening. But when they come back, I'll know. So I do go down the left-hand side column and write the days, and they're all different spaces because like Sunday has a lot of TV shows, whereas Wednesday has like no TV shows. So, leave different amount of space. And then I also date the right-hand column so that I know that the 7th I watched that episode. I don't know. I didn't always have dates on it before, but I've been doing it for a while now, and I really like it. It's very helpful. And Saturday, you'd think there'd be a lot of things. There's not. It's really just Saturday Night Live. The biggest days are Sunday and Thursday for some reason. I guess Thursday, must-watch TV Thursday? Was that a thing? Yeah, sure. Probably in my youth. I added a few dots down at the bottom, and now I'm doing some doodles. And then my next page is my usual monthly faves and finds page. I did one big circle in the center, and then I'm also drawing some leaves. This one, it doesn't come out great, but you live. Nothing has to be perfect. I believe I've said that before, and I'll say it again. So I'm just drawing kind of like a design on either side, and I'll write the words in the middle of it. And just doing some doodles and some leaves and some buds. It's the flower that I try to draw in the middle that comes out looking like a weird pointy star that I don't like. But this part is fine. So this idea came from the fact that, people do a lot of... I usually do a green theme for some reason for March. Like, in my brain, sometimes months have a color. This sounds insane. Maybe, I don't know. Tell me below if you have this too. I have a very, I really, have, weird pictures for things in my head. But, for, January, it's blue, and for February, it's, pink and red, because, Valentine's Day, that makes sense. For March, it's green. For April, it's blue. I don't know, how all of these things got there, but they're there. But I didn't want to do, a full, foliage theme, so I was just going to do polka dots, but then that seemed too boring. So then I wanted to draw these vines. They're kind of based off of, I got a new tattoo. It's a raccoon stealing a sandwich. It's very cute, and you should go to my Instagram and see it. But it has some really pretty, leaves like this with those, little buds and stuff. And so this is kind of based off of that. That's where I got the idea from. And then I just tried to find a color to do the design that wasn't, the usual color idea. That was it for that page. So the next page is my shipping tracker. Now that we're outside of the holidays, I don't have nearly as much shipping, but I do order from grove.co, and I'm gonna be doing an Ipsy unboxing if you are interested. I don't know if I should start a different channel for that or if people on this channel want to watch it. I haven't fully decided yet, but I'll probably just do it on here because I haven't thought of a name for the other channel. So I would be, tracking those as they're arriving to me. Of course, I'm rearranging some dots all over the bottom of this, and then also on the other page. The other page is my monthly trackers, and so I've got 3 trackers over there. And yeah, they're pretty easy pages. I've got a really good routine going right now for these because I've been doing this kind of setup for a few months now. Sometimes, during the summer it changes a little bit because I don't do the TV tracker because there isn't as much on. But I'll probably do a bigger, picture page or something because I'll be, participating in more activities, hopefully. That's always the plan. It doesn't always come to fruition. I do try to go camping at least a couple times a year. And then I usually have a lot of pictures of that. So, that's the greatest thing about bullet journaling is just it's custom made for you. Whatever you want to do, whatever you goes on in your life, whatever you're interested in. Maybe you don't even do all of these things. Maybe you just use it like a planner and then journal and you don't have all of these other trackers in there, and that's fine too. It's, whatever works for you. And that's great. That's why I just realized the other day I've been doing this for just about 2.5 years now, and I almost never stick to anything that long. So honestly, I'm impressed with myself. And in May, it'll be 2 years that I've been doing bullet journaling videos. So it'll be interesting to go back and look at my first video versus these videos, because I do try to steadily change and improve for you guys. I've gotten a new camera, I got the new ring light, I got the iPad, every month or two I'm trying to do a new thing. Today I'm hiding under a blanket while I do this voiceover to hopefully give you better audio quality, because my microphone doesn't work with my iPad or with my program. I'm not sure what's happening. It's fine, you get creative. So this is the last setup for this month. This is my weekly setup for the 1st through the 5th of March. I did one big circle at the bottom to do a to-do list and to make it separate looking from all of the writing that I do. This above weekly and then I just journal below has been working out well for me for the past couple of months. It gives me a lot of space to write below or to add pictures and stuff. When I was doing the weekly layout, weekly boxes rather, on the side in a vertical, it wasn't leaving me as much room to write stuff, and it was using up more pages. So I'm actually really liking this setup more. So I'll probably continue to do this, at least for the time being. Maybe I'll see somebody else's journal and go, "Ooh, I want to try that." I've tried a lot of different layouts in the past, couple of years. This month I'm also trying to do 1 second of journaling. I'm recording it for my TikTok and I'll probably post it to Instagram, but 1 second per day of journaling. And it's honestly making me pay attention to my journal and actually make sure I'm filling it out every day a lot more. So I hope that comes out good. I don't know what song I'm going to use yet. Leave suggestions below. Anyway, throwing in a bunch of spots here. Does anybody think Dalmatians or 101 Dalmatians before I add in the green stuff? That's part of the reason I added in the extra designs, is because I didn't want that as my theme. I just like black and white a lot. I don't know if you can tell. I think I've done a few black and white themes. I'm a big fan. Starting in on my doodles now. I've got a leaf coming up from the bottom. And I really this is where I start to go really ham on my doodles. And then I go back to the beginning and add some more there too. Alright, so now we're back to the cover page, which I never usually do. But I'm just adding in a bunch more doodles here. And also on this page, I didn't have any of the little cute little swirly buds. So I had to add a bunch of those in. And really, I started just making sure that there was like a little bit of paint pen on like every single black circle. Or pretty much every black circle. And I know it was supposed to be minimalistic, but this is so fun. You know what? As I'm doing this voiceover, it's also giving me like cafe, coffee shop, decorations on a chalkboard kind of vibes. Am I off base with that? Like the cute little menus, signs and stuff? I don't know. I think it's cute. I'm happy with it. I tried several different paint pen colors like on a different piece of paper before. The second that I drew a line in this color, I was like, oh yes, this is the color for me, because I didn't want a super green color. You know, I didn't want the usual green, like the kind of green that my little foliage decorations are. Like, I didn't want that. Okay, so now we are going to the calendar, adding in, I have like 4 birthdays this month, I think. Yeah, and adding that stuff from my future log into my calendar for the month so that hopefully I don't forget it. And now we're doing the flip through. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Go follow me on Instagram. You can see a lot more of my daily life there. And also, I mean, if you want to see me be silly, you can follow me on TikTok too. I'll link it all below. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.